Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Bryce here from Retro-Revamp, and today I'm going to show you guys how to replace your Game Boy Advance SP Shell with a brand new one. So the parts you're going to need is obviously a new shell, and I always have tweezers with me. And then this is a 2.0 Phillips, and I think this is a 2.0 or 2.5 tri-wing. And that's it. That's all you're going to really need. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we're going to get our Phillips and remove the battery cover. And exposing the battery, put the cover to the side, and then we can easily, with this tab here, go ahead and remove the battery. And as you see here, it would be a good time to replace the battery. I don't know if you could really see it, but mine's a little swollen. So it's on its way out. Next we want to do is we want to remove the 4 tri-wing screwdrivers here, 1 here and 1 here, so a total of 6. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, I already done that. Now that that's done, we want to flip it down and easily, gently separate the 2 bottom halves, just like that. Now this, if your power switch stayed on the motherboard, go ahead and remove it. And then you should have your L and R, and then your, right here, a square nut for the battery cover. Go ahead and put this to the side. Next, what we're gonna do is get our Phillips, and there's 3 Phillips screws holding down the motherboard, right here, and right here. Let's go ahead and remove those. Okay, now that those are removed, we can gently lift up the motherboard just a tiny bit. Now, I'm going to show you guys here the problem. This is why we don't want to tug on it. You see the ribbon cable for the LCD here. So what we're going to do is gently keep it no more than like a 90-degree angle here. Get a tool of your choice. And right here, the 2 locking tabs for the ribbon cable, we're going to go ahead and push those up, which will unlock them. Once they both are unlocked, you can easily slide the ribbon cable out. Your motherboard is now complete and ready to be put aside. Now we're stuck with here. Go ahead and remove the membranes and buttons as well. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the speaker here. What I like to do, sometimes depending on the shell housing, it's kind of snug in there. What I like to do is I like to get my tongs right between both of these and gently push up like that. This removes the speaker, put that to the side. Keep our black little fuzz and put that to the side as well. Now that that's done, we could go ahead and get the top half off. Sorry to interrupt the video, this is Future Bryce here. Before you remove the top, like I'm telling you to do, we actually want to lift up the ribbon cable and remove this 1 Phillips screw right here. What this is going to do is actually going to release this little piece here, right here. This is what we want to do before removing this, but I'll get to that in the video. Just thought I'd interrupt. Now, what we want to do is go ahead and open it like this. These stickers here are hiding the screws, so go ahead and get a tweezer or a knife and pick these out. Okay, now that all the tri-wing screws are exposed, we go ahead and remove them. If you have a non-backlit, a frontlit LCD, the 001 version, you'll have tri-wings. And if you have the backlit version, the 101, you'll have actually Phillips here. So go ahead and remove these. Now that these are done, we go ahead and close the console just like this and remove just the top. Now we want to remove this, and my LCD is coming with me, so I want to make sure my ribbon cable does not get snagged and go straight through, just like this. I can remove the ribbon cable here. Mine has some adhesive onto it. Normally yours will not. Okay. Now we have the top. Go ahead and put that to the side. And now, depending on whether you have the hinges, I recommend buying new ones. they always break. If you have the original Nintendo hinges and you try to pop them out, they're most likely going to break, and they're really frustrating to do. So I have brand new hinges for these, so I won't need to do this. I'll make a whole separate video of the SP hinges because they are a huge hassle to a lot of people, so I'll go ahead and make a whole separate video for that. But for this purpose, I already have hinges. I have brand new ones, and we have a brand new shell here. Now I already went ahead and insert the shells and caps, the hinges and the hinge caps. So I have this all properly working, just like that. So let's go ahead and put everything back together. Now let's take our LCD and thread it through right here, just like that, and set it down into place. We can go ahead and take our top half and gently set it on top, ensuring not to pinch the ribbon cable and that the ribbon cable is easily through. Should sit nice and easy just like that. Now what we're going to want to do is keep the whole first half basically one piece while we go ahead and hold this together like this. And we're going to reinsert our screws to hold the top half together. Okay, now that that's on, we can go ahead and close it just simply, and then put in our case. We'll have a little baggie like this, and our little top. Make sure to line up the hole with the hole here, and again drop it down, but make sure to not pinch the ribbon cable. Go ahead and get the Phillips screw and thread that in while supporting the back here. Okay, now that that's on, we can go ahead and start assembling the back here. Let's go ahead and get our motherboard. Now, this is a little tricky, but we're going to extend the ribbon cable a little bit, being very gently, not to pinch at all, inserting it like so, and while it's fully inserted, we will lock down the clips just like that. Now we can go ahead and get our buttons. These kits come with brand new buttons and membranes that we can simply put in. And let's go ahead and do so. Now all the buttons are on. We want to make sure we have our speaker in place. Oops. And don't forget the black fuzz first, actually, before the speaker. Now the speaker's in, we want to line up the motherboard through these posts just like that. Should gently go straight down to it. Now we want to get our Phillips and go ahead and screw down the motherboard. Okay, now let's go ahead and make sure our power switch is in a position we remember. I'm going to choose off. And we gotta make sure we have our power switch here off, otherwise we'll break our nub down when trying to push them together. Before we put this on, we need to make sure to get our square nut, either from the kit or from your old back, and place it into the new shell. Just like that. Now keep this side down. The motherboard is screwed down, so it's not going anywhere. So you want to insert it just by dropping it down, ensuring the posts, the metal posts of the L and R go in here, no problem. It shouldn't be much force. You should easily have no problem putting it together if everything's lined up correctly. Now that that's like that, we can go ahead and get our 4 tri-wings screws and put those in right now. Now that those 4 are in, we can go ahead and put the 2 tri-wing screws here. Okay, now that that is attached, we can go ahead and make sure our buttons feel good. Everything feels great. So we can go ahead and finish it up by putting the battery on. And then our new cover. And then our front logo sticker, that included in the kit. Okay, and then put our back sticker here, also included in the kit. Okay. And actually, we can finish off the Game Boy with the included rubber stickers. Okay, there you go. Unfortunately, I dropped this and I'm not getting it back. So there you go. That's how you reshell your Game Boy SP with a brand new shell. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys need any parts or consoles, go ahead and head over to the link in the description. Thank you.